It is well-established fact that the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, will be starting from 26th February 2024. This is to be presided by Judge Binta Nyako of Federal High Court with a case number FHC/ABJ/CR/383/2015. That is the case number. Massive media cannot, at this time of this publication, state if this notification nullifies the application to African human and people's rights. This is left for the legal team to clarify. Mr. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in the custody of the Department of State Security Services, DSS, since his repatriation from Kenya in 2021 during the administration of the former President Buhari. The IPOB leader is facing trial bordering on terrorism, among others, but the appeal court discharged and acquitted him of all the charges. However, in December 2023, the Supreme Court overturned the ruling and returned the case to Abuja Federal High Court for continuation of this trial. It is gathered that his incarceration is based on his desire not to yield to the old norms and the terms of federal government of Nigeria, which tend to eliminate the pursuit of restoration of Biafra with intimidations and gratifications, just like those of Raf Wazirike, Asari Dokubo, and allies. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has vehemently refused to accept gratification. As a result, the federal government has tended to continue with the trial. However, the federal government of Nigeria is facing a stiff opposition to this. There is a ensuing argument within the Southeast and some other human rights political organizations, both local and international, on the neutrality of government of Nigeria on this case. However, based on the ethno-Nigerian political settings of North, Southwest, and Southeast politics, the group said that going by the federal government's dropping of treasonable felony charge against Yoruba activist Sowore, the fair expectations is that same measure be given to Nnamdi Kanu. In a press statement released by Mazi Okechukwu Isiguzoro, Secretary General Ohaneze Ndigbo, noted that President Tinubu's commitment to Nigerians' healing process must encompass fairness and impartiality, unquote. They continued, it is imperative that justice is dispensed uniformly without prejudice or favoritism. Therefore, Ohaneze Ndigbo implores President Tinubu to extend this same precedent to Nnamdi Kanu without hesitation or delay. Again, Nigerians, most notably the Ndigbo community, fervently urge President Tinubu to direct the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, to halt Kanu's trial and withdraw all associated charges, invoking Section 1741C of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Sections 1071 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, akin to the section taken in the Sowore case. Consistency and equality before the law are fundamental principles of a just society, unquote. That is the position of the group on Nnamdi Kanu's case. There is a sense in what the group has proposed to the President and the Attorney General of the Federation. Using this prerogative, mercy is not new to Nigeria. During the administration of General Olusegun Obasanjo as the President of Nigeria, he pardoned 84 prisoners, while Umaru Musa Yar'Adua pardoned 1 person. before his untimely death in office. A person. Goodluck Jonathan, during his 8 years of leadership, pardoned 8 persons who were accused of one thing or the other. While Muhammadu Buhari, the former president of Nigeria, pardoned 208 persons accused of various offenses. Therefore, if these people were able to do so to some persons who were accused of one, financial impropriety, abuse of offices, commitment of treasonable felony, then what stops President Ahmed Tinubu from extending such mercy to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, just like Mr. Sunday Igboho was discharged in Cotonou by the President of Benin Republic. That is what the Southeastern politicians, the Southeastern youths, the Southeastern professionals, including mothers and children, Nigerians, members of international community, and human rights organizations are urging President Tinubu of Nigeria to release Mr. Kanu out of the dungeon where he has been incarcerated in the DSS custody for more than 3 years. Tinubu is now on the throne and therefore has no excuse to give the pardon as it is required. We will make a little example of what transpired in South Africa apartheid regime of Pieter Botha. Pieter Botha was responsible for convicting and jailing Nelson Mandela. After his regime came W. de Klerk. De Klerk was from the same National Party of South Africa, just like Pieter Botha. De Klerk succeeded Pieter Botha as the Prime Minister of old South Africa. Pieter Botha had Oswald Pirov as his Justice Minister in the old South Africa. Then after him came William de Klerk as the new Prime Minister. Then he had his own Justice Minister called Kobie Kosi. Both the minister and the Prime Minister indeed reviewed the case against Mandela and subsequently freed him. Pieter Botha was alive, the Justice Minister was alive when de Klerk and his minister decided to free Mandela. Today in Nigeria, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, like Mandela, is a political activist. He was charged with felony, just like Mandela was charged with felony when de Klerk became the Prime Minister in the same country, from the same party, and was member of the cabinet of Pieter Botha. This did not stop him from releasing Mandela and allowing him to be free. In Nigeria, it is well established that President Muhammadu Buhari, the former Nigerian president, and his Justice Minister, Abubakar Malami, decided to incarcerate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The case dragged until they left office. Then came the new president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with his own Justice Minister. Mr. Latif Fabemi, SAN. They have the same right the clerk had, the same right Kobie Kotsi had to release Mandela. This is what the Ohaneze Ndibo is asking President Tinubu to do, asking Latif Fabemi to do. You have the power, you have the authority, constitutional rights, you have to do that. When you do not do it, then that is a different issue. It's a different matter and will be seen not only by Nigerians, Ndibo, and the international community, including the human rights organizations, that it is a deliberate act by both North and the Southwest to fight Ndibo through a different means. If Sowore and Sunday Igboho from southwest of Nigeria, where the President of Nigeria and the Minister of Justice come from, are charged with the same treasonable felony, and they are released both in Benin Republic and in Nigeria under the leadership of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then he is expected to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When this is not done, it will continue to provoke and instigate the anger against Nigerian state by the southeastern part of Nigeria and some other Nigerians, including the international communities. They will show more sympathy because they have witnessed for years what the southeastern part of Nigeria are suffering under the leadership of both the North and the Southwest politicians, including the military and other security activities against the southeastern Nigerians or the Biafrans since 1966 till date. With this, we come to the end of this very program. We ask you to subscribe, share, leave your comment, and also take care of yourself and your families during this food crisis